Okay guys, so in this video today we are just going to cover the unwrapping portion of the shirt and the pants. So just a very quick look of how it should look like. This is a rough example of your final product. Okay, we have the pants here, which is laid out in such a way. You can see that this is the front and this is the back of the pants, whereas the remaining stuff are actually the shirt. Okay, so without further ado, let's just do a very quick isolation, and we're just going to reset the UV for the shirt. So once again, we are just going to refer to this diagram here. Remember that you reset the faces, so UV, by selecting the faces and applying a planar map. And then we need to find out where are the seam lines, so we select the edges and we cut the UV. And last but not least, after we have cut the UV, we're just going to unfold it to lay out your UVs. So here, just select all the faces again, shift right click, planar map. Now we have this 3D model being flattened in your UV editor. Next, we're just going to find out where is the seam line. So the seam line generally should always be similar to the shirt that you are designing. So a quick one is here. Just going to cut across, select it across it. So this is the first seam line, followed by this section here, and this one will be a bit harder to select. This one in the middle, and the other side as well. Okay, and the bottom of the sleeve is a seam line as well, so we're just going to select that too. Okay, so assuming that we have already selected all the seam lines, I believe I have missed out one or two, but let's just, yeah, I think I have missed out one more here. Let's just select this one first before I cut. X-ray mode. Okay, then now let's cut the UV, shift right click, cut UV. Okay, if I have done it correctly, you will see that these parts are all separated. Okay, and now let's just do a quick unfold and see what problems we face. So if there's no problems, then it's good. If there's problems, then we just have to fix it manually. So I have a few splitted UVs. That's the way the model is being done. So we just have to manually adjust them to save us some space later on when we are arranging the model, the UVs. Okay, so these UVs can be stitched up. Okay, shift right click, merge UV. So we do the same for the other side. Press G to repeat the last two. Sorry, it doesn't seem to be working here, so just merge the UV. Okay, so they are too far apart, that's why the merge UV doesn't work. So now I'm just going to move them closer again. So I have the sleeve done correctly. Just going to move it aside. Oops. UV shell, just move it aside here. And this is the shirt. I think it's still okay. It's not bad, it's not wrong at all. But if you want to, earlier on in my earlier video, you will see that this part was actually separated out. So if I want to do the same, I can actually cut the UV here and move it out separately. So the advantage of having this separately is that you can actually arrange them side by side rather than having them up and down. So anyway, it's not wrong that they are up and down. I'm just going to do the same. Yeah, I'm just going to keep them, maybe I'll keep them separated. I feel that keeping them separated will save a bit more UV space for me. So I'm just going to rotate, pull it aside. So same as these two, I'm just going to just pull it aside and scale it down and put it in the UV. So again, this arrangement is not going to be finalized. We'll do it again on another day, on another video. And now for the leg or the pants, isolate the model so you can see more details what's going on. I have the pants and some of these belt holders here. So select the faces. We're just going to reset the UV again. Then the map, reset the UV. Okay, go into the edge mode. Find out where is the seam line. This shouldn't be that difficult. Oops. Okay, and the center one. And we are done. Just selecting the seam lines here. Shift right click, cut UV, UV mode, select all and unfold. Alright, and just do a quick UV layout, or you can, what I mean by UV layout, shift right click, you can even lay out like this, okay, and just do a quick adjustment again. Nothing is perfect at this moment, it's fine. Or these small little strips here, they are either the belts or the back pocket. Okay, so I'm just going to arrange them. So the reason for arranging them is quite simple. Just imagine you unwrapping every single object, and if you don't arrange them, you will find that they might be overlapping one another, and so eventually you will need to arrange them and make sure that there's no overlapping, and when you are texturing at time, your textures won't be blending into one another or conflicting into one another. So that's it for the pants and the shirt. Our next video we'll be covering is the face, and then the last video that we're going to covering is combining all the UVs together and arranging them together. Alright, so I'll see you next time.